Let's find out exactly what it costs to make this woodcut print. I always make sure with my thumbnails that I'm drawing literal rectangles. Here we go, painting my block with India ink. Now I can look at this block and take what I learned from all the mistakes and not do them in the new block. Woodcut really is a language that you have to learn and practice. I'm an experienced printmaker and I still feel like I'm learning the process all the time. To sharpen your tools, you want a sharpening block. You also want to have oil that is for sharpening stones. You don't need a lot. I'm going to push the tool down so it actually gets into the wood. You have to really press down. If you don't, you're not going to see the shapes very well. The presence of the green is not that much. Every block of wood you get is going to be totally different. Building the ink incrementally, under-inking the first two prints on purpose. Make sure you're applying pressure with the brayer. Source proof. Beak. Okay. Good. Put your ruler on the page. I'm going to tear this sheet to 11 inches. I'm going to mark really lightly with my pencil, a tiny dot. I'm going to do the exact same thing at the bottom of the page, and I'm going to tear downwards. For pin registration, you're going to use a very hard cardboard. This is the size of my block, 8 inches by 10 inches. It is important, though, to put your block onto the registration board and to trace your wood block. A lot of pieces of wood are not exactly 8 inches by 10 inches. These are Turns Burton registration pins, and they come in a pack with all of these little plastic tabs. Take your measured torn paper, make sure it lines up to the corners of the border. Take 2 registration tabs. You're going to stick them so that this bottom hole is over your paper. I use blue painter's tape. Tape the registration tab onto your paper. Do this really gently because if you press down super hard, the tape could rip your paper. Take my registration pins, stick them into the top hole of the registration tab. Wash my hands, put my tabs into the registration pins. I'm going to take the paper and flip it over, lace my block. Oh, I'm so happy. I know art supplies are expensive, but wow, that's a much bigger number than I was prepared to see.